Hey, what's up? My name is Jam. Welcome to this week's review of the Real Houses of Durban, episode 8. This episode, the best word to describe it was chaotic. This episode was chaotic from start to finish. 1 minute I was on Annie's side. The next minute I'm on Torisha's side. The next minute I'm on Nonku's side. But I'll tell you what. Not even once was I on Sani's side. Not even 1 minute was I on Sani's side. Not even a second was I on that bitch's side. Anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe, support a bitch. Let's get into it.
Support me, bitch!
So the episode continues from where it left off. They're at the dinner table. Food is served. And then I don't know if Nonku could not hear what Slee was saying, and Slee couldn't hear what Nonku was saying, because they both started praying at the same time. And then Slee was like, "Oh, Nonku, you're praying." And then Nonku was like, "Okay, no, you can go ahead." Slee was like, "No, you go ahead." Like, it was just the battle of the prayers. It was really funny. And then after the prayers, Jojo starts. And like, can I eat? Can I eat before you guys start? George is like, listen, I want to say something, and it's not coming from a place of negativity or anger. It's coming from a place of heart. I'm like, okay, say it. Annie, Miss Anne, I didn't like how you came into my room and just went with, "Oh, it smells like alcohol up in here." And Annie was like, it was the truth. It did smell like alcohol. But that's not what I said. I said, are you drinking? That's what I said. Jojo is playing Karen Kabisa. And she's like, no. People around this group keep saying that I'm drinking, that I'm an alcoholic. And I'm like, nobody has really said that you're an alcoholic. You are the one who keeps saying you're an alcoholic. And that's like throwing a jab towards Nonku, because everyone says Nonku is an alcoholic. So now you all of a sudden are taking that because you're hanging out with Nonku a lot. So now you're trying to say that everybody's saying that you're an alcoholic. And to be honest, the first person to call Nonku an alcoholic in this group was you last season, trying to rile everyone up, calling Nonku an alcoholic. So now you think people are calling you an alcoholic. It hurts, right? The tables turn up. And then she's like, Sorisha, you also say that I'm a drinker. Maria, you mentioned it. Sorisha told her, listen, at my party, I only asked you because at my party, I saw that you were drinking. And even Jojo confirms, like, yes, I was drinking at your party, but not like a lot. And then Ruan is opening his mouth and saying, Jojo doesn't drink because of her stomach. I'm like, Ruan, shut up. The bitch just said that she did drink at her party. So you saying that she doesn't drink, you just sounding stupid right now. Annie's not having it. Annie's like, no, Jojo, I did not say your room smelled like alcohol. I just said, are you drinking? That's the only thing I asked. And to be honest, I don't feel like Annie was being shady about it. Annie's character is, I must say, if that's what I think, I will just say it to your face. I don't need to be shady. I don't need to be sneaky. Annie will just tell you to your face. That's Annie's character. So Jojo being like, oh, you were being shady towards me, that didn't happen. So Jojo sees that Annie's not budging, Sorisha's not budging, and then she decides to just be a child, a big child, and throw a glass. And then luckily the glass didn't hit Nonku. Just the water splashed in Nonku's eyes, but the glass didn't hit Nonku. And she runs and she's like, I can't do this anymore. I am tired of this group. But before Nonku did that, this is what before Jojo did that childish act, Jojo did say, you and Sorisha, meaning Annie and Sorisha don't like her anymore since Slee came around. I don't know why people didn't hear that, but I guess because she said that and then she just flung the whole table at Nonku. I think that's why people didn't catch that, but that's what she said. She's like, you, Annie, and Sorisha don't like me no more because of Slee. And that's the real reason Jojo is mad. Jojo is just mad because she's no longer in with the group that she feels is popular. And like I said, Jojo, you're not in because you ended up being friends with Nonku. Nonku since season 1 has been alone. Nonku since season 1 has always been the target. So if you align yourself with Nonku, just know that Sorisha and Annie will not be on your side. You should have been prepared for that. You should have been. Jojo has run away, screaming and yelling. She can't do this anymore. She wants to go to her family. Ruan chased after her. Ruan is also crying. Ruan in the confession is like, it triggered something in me. I'm like, what did it trigger? What did it trigger in you? Ruan is crying. All the ladies did like give Nonku a napkin, check on Nonku to just make sure Nonku is fine, because remember, this was like this bitch flung a glass, like hit a glass. So at that point, people are not sure if this glass hit Nonku or not, because she was like in pain, crying in pain. And then Maria left and Sani followed her, and they went to check on what's her name, Jojo. Jojo's screaming and yelling. I don't know why the bitch is screaming and yelling. She's tired. This group triggers her. This group of ladies are mean. Maria tries to hug her, and then Sani is also trying to hug Jojo. Maria's like, Sani, get out. This is not your friend. Get out. You don't know Jojo like this. Get out. Sani's like, no, Sani's like, no, Maria, Jojo is my friend. I'm like, Sani, Jojo is not your friend. You don't even know Jojo like that. So I don't know why you're pretending like you want to console her. I think Sani saw this was stupid, let me just leave. So Jojo was being consoled by Maria and Ruan. At the table, of course, Anne is like, see Nonku, this is your friend. Sorish is just checking up on Nonku, just making sure Nonku's okay. I think Nonku decided to leave, and then Sani came. They sit at the table. It's Annie, Slee, and Sani. And Slee is just telling Annie, it really had nothing to do with you. Like, Jojo was just acting a fool. It had nothing to do with Annie. And it's true, it had nothing to do with Annie. It had everything to do with Jojo and her insecurities and the fact that she feels like she's been kicked out of the group. And right now it's just her and Nonku. Jojo, you're gonna have to live with the fact that not everybody in this life is going to like you. It doesn't matter how much money you have. This life, not everyone is going to like you. Nonku comes to work, because Real Housewives is still work. She comes to work every year. This is the third year, knowing these ladies don't like her, and you don't see her acting a fool the way you acted a fool. Stupid bitch. The next morning, Calvin comes to pick up Jojo. She's like, she can't stay here. Honestly, Jojo didn't leave because she was sad or anything. Jojo's like, listen, yesterday I acted a fool. They're gonna need me to take accountability. I'm not doing that, so I'm just going to pretend like I'm really hurt, like I'm really in my feelings, and I'm leaving. Calvin came and picked her up. Maria came in and tried to talk to her, and Maria's like, I've never seen you like this. That was so out of character. No, it was not out of character. Jojo threw a glass of water or wine at Mabosi last season. It was not out of character. That is definitely her character. That is definitely her character, Maria. But we'll see why Maria seems to think that that's not Jojo's character, right? We'll see it later. But that's definitely Jojo's character. When she doesn't get something, or something doesn't go her way, she always has to flip out. She always has to cause a scene. She always has to be aggressive, loud, and all this. That's Jojo's character. Anyway, she left. What happened next? Nonku's at the spa. Sorisha joins her. Sorisha was like, listen, I know me and you haven't been good the couple of months, but I don't like to see you get hurt. Like, I don't love you any less. I still care for you. Nonku's like, I also care for you. Sorisha was like, I was really hurt that she did that to you, and I followed you in the bathroom, and I felt really bad for you. So Sorisha is simply saying, listen, Jojo did something and I didn't like it, and I am sorry that you were like hurt. I do not know what Jojo has done on Nonku. I don't know, because Nonku was like, no, listen, I know it wasn't intentional. I already talked to her and I told her I am not even mad at her. I forgave her. I know she didn't mean to throw it. It's true, she didn't mean it, but listen, this is your friend. You're sitting down, you're sitting down, your friend knows you're there, and she knows if I do this, it might hurt you. Imagine if that piece of glass hurt Nonku. Imagine if it cut her eye. Imagine. Like, you're a grown up, you should know that some things have consequences. So Nonku actually not condemning what she did. I was like, Nonku, come on. This is the part I was on Sorisha's side. I was like, Sorisha is right. Even Sorisha is like, I don't know, this undying alliance they have for each other. She doesn't understand it. But also, Sorisha, you kind of do have the same with Annie. You will never call Annie out. You will never. Annie might call you out, because like I said, Annie's character is, she'll tell you like it is. The only difference is with how Annie will tell certain people. With Sorisha, she'll be like subtle about it. She'll be nice about it. Then with someone like Nonku, she'll be like, no way about it. So Sorisha, you're also the same with Annie. So you can't tell Nonku that she has this undying love for Jojo, but you also have the same thing with Annie. But I was still on Sorisha's side, because like she was like, listen, Jojo acted a fool. Jojo could have really hurt you, and you're here defending her. Nonku's like, we're gonna meet up later. Today I'm just drained, I'm just tired, and whatnot. Annie and Slee. So Slee invited Annie to take for a hike. So listen, Slee is gorgeous. Slee is really gorgeous. Jesus Christ. But let me tell you something. I noticed it last episode, and now this episode I was like, Slee is not as innocent as she portrays herself. Slee is not innocent. Slee is not as nice. Slee is not nice. And then there's the thing of, you left your children for 6 years to go be with a man. That's a red flag already. Like, Slee is not nice. Slee is also boring. If it wasn't for this beef with Jojo and Nonku, I would be bored when it comes to Slee. I'm bored. When Slee is talking, I'm just bored. Honestly. Slee is like, since she's been here, she hasn't been able to pray with everything that's going on. So she wanted to pray. And Annie's like, it's cool, I would also like to join you. So they get to the waterfall, and they get into the water, and she's like, before anything, we just have to ask permission to be here. So they do that, they pray, and of course, after some prayers, let's do some gossip. And they're like, Slee's like, so what did you think of yesterday night? What did you think of how Jojo acted? What did you think of the whole thing? And it's like, I don't like how Jojo acted. Jojo was selfish, which is true. Jojo was being a spoiled brat, which is true. This is where I was on Annie's side. Like, Annie was so on point when it came to Jojo. Like, Jojo really thinks, like, if things don't go her way, I'm gonna have to cause a sin. That's how Jojo is. So Annie's like, if she was my friend, she would have come and talked to me on the side and be like, listen, are you saying I'm drinking? Why did you come to my room and assume that I was drinking? Because Annie wasn't coming from a shady side, but Jojo took it like that. So Annie was like, if she was really my friend, she could have come and said that. She's like, are you gonna talk to Jojo? Annie's like, yes. I just want to make sure people don't think they're going to act like that in front of me and think it's okay. Annie and Slee, Annie's like, okay, now I'm getting to know Slee. I'm vibing with her more, and I feel this. What did Annie say? I'm getting she's open to learning who she is, who Slee is. I was like, I guess Slee proved herself, right? She's open to a friendship. They're not friends yet. She's open to a friendship. And this is what I say with Annie. I didn't see you telling Maria that she has to prove herself. Because you said you were having so many conversations with people and what you were hearing about Slee, and that's why you were like, I'm not going to be friends with you. but that's wrong. You judge her because of what people are saying. You didn't actually get to know Slee way before. So now is when you want to know Slee because you and Jojo are at odds. Because if you and Jojo were cool, you wouldn't want to get to know Slee, right? Because I didn't see you trying to do this with what's her name, Maria. So everyone except Nonku are heading to have Sundowners, and then they get to see the traditional dance. So they get there, everyone is there, and I'm like wondering, does Sani own anything that's not black? Every time I see this woman, except her confessionals, every other time I see this woman, she's wearing black, and then she's wearing like a maternity dress. Like, I do not understand. Sani, this is the only thing you have? Like, you're coming to a show and that's the best you could give? Sani, you're really disappointing. The dance, they do the dance. Slee and Sani are really feeling it. Sani is even like, I just want to stand up and join them. The dance ends, and then Annie asks, oh, where are the other ladies? So in short, she means Nonku and Jojo. I don't know if she knew Jojo had left or not. So Ruana's like, Jojo left. Annie's like, she left and she didn't even say goodbye. Maria's like, she felt like this is too much for her, and that there's some of the ladies are mean. And when I tell you, Slee, Annie, and Sorisha had the same reaction, and that's why I'm saying these three have talked. And low-key, you guys do have a mean attitude. You have mean girl attitude, low-key. I'm not saying Jojo doesn't also, because Jojo does have a mean girl attitude, 100%. But also you three, you do have a mean girl attitude. And then like, we are feeling that she's being mean. Now she's saying we are mean. Maria started getting emotional. I don't like seeing that. It triggered something in me, so I cannot say anything about how she reacted. Maria also, you're a bitch. You're a coward. Your friend acted a fool. It's okay to say your friend acted a fool, because next breath you're like, I don't like to see that. We are role models, and if other people see us behaving like that, it wouldn't be nice. But you can't condemn your friend for acting like that. If it was someone else, okay, let's say if it was Nonku who acted like that, Maria, you'd have been like, no, that's not right. I don't want to be around such a person. I'm scared. I'm just guessing. That's what she probably would have said. But since it's your friend Jojo, you act like she hasn't done anything wrong. You're like, oh, she's not mentally okay. Oh, blah blah blah. Even Annie's like, no, come on. People do not act like that. She's an adult. I don't care if she's had trauma. I don't care if she's gone through this. I don't care if she's gone through this. Do not act like that in front of people, in front of a social setting. Come on. Annie said Maria, Nonku, Rhod, and even her husband are enabling Jojo. I was like, yes, Annie, they really are. They really are. But let me tell you something. Because Maria said that Calvin came to pick up Jojo. And so Risha was like, Viv would never do that for me. Viv would just send a driver. At 4 a.m., there's no way. And I was like, listen, I would rather have a Calvin. I really would rather have a Calvin. Someone who can pick me up at 4 a.m. just because I caused a scene. I do not want a Vivian in my life. Besides, if you call Vivian, he's probably not even in the country. Or even in the house. So why are you asking like if you call Vivian, he's going to be in the house? No, he's going to send his driver. Or what? You just call the driver. You would even call Vivian. So Sorisha, shut up. While all that is going on, Sani was like, okay, I want to talk to Annie. I want to talk to you privately, but it's okay, we can talk here. And I knew Annie would never have a one-on-one sit down with Sani. Are you mad? And Sani is like, listen. So she's trying to get herself out of the situation where she said that Annie slips away to the top. And she's like, I didn't say it like that. I didn't mean like that. And you should ask Jojo and Nonku why it was okay for me to say that in front of them if they're your friends. And then she goes ahead to say, Jojo and Nonku, and then she said, especially Jojo, they were the ones who were talking about your man. And this is what I feel. I think Sani was not able to explain it a lot, because I kept saying there is no way. Jojo kept repeating, oh, Annie likes to sleep her way to the top. Oh, I think Jojo repeated it like 3 times on camera. I really feel like, and I said, Annie, Jojo is not your friend, because I feel like Jojo really wanted that to come out, that Annie sleeps her way to the top. I don't know why, but I felt like that. So I do understand what Sani was kind of trying to say, was like Jojo was the one steering that conversation, but she was not saying it correctly, because Sani, you can't say Jojo was the one steering the conversation like that, but you also say Annie was a lousy PA and she slept her way to the top, because you're trying to say, because at that moment Sani was like, I didn't say it like that. At the same time, like, I didn't say it, Jojo was the one who said it, it wasn't me. Because they say, so Sani is like, Nonku and Jojo said that when you were chasing Nonku out of the chair, it's because now you feel like your husband is very rich, so Nonku is poor, so she can't sit there. First of all, Nonku is not poor. Nonku is not poor, so I don't know what you're talking about. Well, according to the show, Nonku is not poor. Okay, so Sani saying that was a stretch. Sani was just trying to get herself out of the situation, and she wasn't doing a good job at it. No one was believing her. Even everybody was confused. Everyone kept asking her, did you say it or not? That's why I'm saying Jojo is the one who wanted it to come out, but did you say it or not, Sani? You said it, but you can't own up to that. That's the problem. If I was Sani, I would like, listen, Annie, I don't know you that well. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry, Kalas. But you don't want to say I'm sorry. You don't want to look like a fool according to how your head is thinking. You could have just apologized, but you couldn't. So Risha organized a drive and she invited Sani. Why? Because Sorisha is a snake. They head out together, and then Sorisha is like, I want to give you a chance to speak your piece and just be honest and all this. What I'm trying to, so this is Sorisha. What I understood from your conversation is that Jojo and Nonku started talking about Annie and her husband, right? Yes. So how did it get from that to she is sleeping her way to the top? Sani confesses that I'm the one who said it. So she says that you are the one who said it. Now, Sani, you're making it a little bit tricky for us, because I thought you're not the one who said it. I really thought it was Jojo who said it. And this is why I'm telling you, Sorisha was very sneaky, because Sorisha thought she'll call Sani to the side. Sani will say that it was Nonku or Jojo, and mostly I think she thought it would be Nonku. Can't find out. Nonku didn't even say shit. Nonku did not say shit. The only thing Nonku said is how Annie treated her at that event, where she wanted her to stand up so that her husband can sit. That's it. But anything else apart from that, Nonku didn't say anything. I do feel like Jojo did say something. I wish they will show us at the reunion, because right now they're not showing us. But one thing, Jojo is smart with her words. Jojo sometimes is very smart with her words. She probably said it but didn't say it, if you understand what I mean. And then this idiot Sani is the one who ended up saying, yeah, she was a lousy PA. She slept her way to the top. So Sani confesses that she says it. So Risha is like, shit, I really thought you didn't say it. And she's like, if you want, just apologize to Annie. Just say, I shouldn't have said it, and blah, blah, blah. But then again, then she says, but if you want to, if you don't want to, it's cool. So Sorisha in her confessional says that Sani has said a lot. No, she said people have said worse things than what Sani has said. But now, why is Sani being iced out? And I'm like, is this bitch serious? Why are you not the first person to ice out Sani, you and Annie, when Annie told you that she doesn't want Sani around her? Why are you not the first person? Annie, do not trust Sorisha also, because clearly she doesn't care if someone talks shit about you. Sorisha says she's a ride or die for you, but clearly not. Why? First of all, why are you going to meet up with Sani? That's number one. Number two, you heard that Sani said this about me, and you're like, people have said worse things. Tell me what worse things other people have said then. Nonku is at the pool. She calls her man, like, listen, some shit happened yesterday. This is what happened with Jojo. I ended up with water in my eyes. But then she says, this girl Maria has been talking about me, and Maria is saying according to Sorisha. So Sorisha is the one who talked to Nonku and said that Maria has been saying that she is the bad seed or she is the bad weed. And I was like, Sorisha is low-key the bone collector this season. Low-key, she is the bone collector this season. So she went and told Nonku what Maria has been saying. I wonder when Nonku confronts Maria, if Maria will be like, no, I didn't say that. I really can't wait to see that. Anyway, Nonku says she's going to confront Maria, and she should. That bitch has been shady since day one, and Nonku hasn't done anything to Maria, to be honest. Nonku has not been a bitch to Maria. Nonku has been very nice to Maria. Ask Slee. Nonku threw her under the bus the first day, so there is no way you're telling me that Nonku has been a bitch. Maria and Rhod decide to do a picnic. They talk about the Jojo incident. And apparently, it's Nonku's fault that Jojo acted the way she acted. You know why? Because according to Maria, Nonku has influenced Jojo. It's actually the other way around. That night, Jojo had already filled Nonku up with so many things that Nonku was just going with whatever Jojo was telling her. So Jojo acting a fool, that had nothing to do with Nonku, you stupid woman. Nothing to do with Nonku. Apparently Maria is pissed because when Nonku landed, she was like, listen, I didn't carry my makeup artist or anything like that. Can you touch my hair? Apparently, can you touch my face? Apparently Maria is pissed because Nonku said that. It's like, why would I touch her face? Who the hell does she think she is? And they showed us a flashback. Even Ruan was like, yes, Maria can do your makeup. So I'm like, Maria, Nonku was not the only one who assumed you can do her makeup. Even your friend Ruan, the one you're actually eating with right now, said the same thing. Because even Ruan was like, what's the problem? You did Slee's makeup, so why can't you do Nonku's makeup? Just say you're trying to find anything that can possibly get you at odds with Nonku. Because you do know, Nonku is an easy target in this group. She really is. Because number one, Nonku is mostly drunk, so she can't even talk most of the times. And then number two, Nonku doesn't know how to express herself very well. So before she gets to the point, you're bored, you're tired, you're angry, you're frustrated, you just want to shout at Nonku. Most of the times, I really understand what Nonku is trying to say, and that's why she's my favorite. Like, I'm sorry, I love Nonku. Nonku can be messy, but I just love Nonku. I've never seen her just coming for someone for no reason. Like, even right now, if she comes for Maria, you'll see people say, why is Nonku coming for Maria? Because the bitch just came for her. The bitch says she's the one influencing Jojo to act like a fool. Jojo threw a glass because she could not handle herself, not because Nonku influenced her. That's stupid, Maria. Slee calls Nonku so they can talk. This is another one. Slee is another one. So they sit down and Slee's like, listen, what did Slee say? Slee says she doesn't want to leave things unsettled so Nonku can have something negative to talk about her. And I'm like, fuck you. You're a liar. You are a liar. You really are. Listen, we have caught Slee 2 lies. The Calvin thing, what's the other one? There's another one, I'm forgetting. Okay, the one I remember right now, the Calvin thing, the hashtag saying that she wanted to be hooked up with someone. I believe Slee said that. Same woman who left her children for 6 years to go be with a man, and you think she can say, can you hook me up with someone rich? I believe that she said that 100%. Anyway, Slee is like, listen, Nonku, the way you introduced me to this group was not right. Nonku has already apologized for this, but Miss Slee wants another apology. I felt like it wasn't right. I felt like if me and you talked, I would end up hearing these stories again. So Nonku apologizes again. I swear, Nonku, please do not apologize to this bitch at the reunion, because I'll be pissed. Nonku's like, I'm sorry that I did that, and I understand why you can't trust me, let's take baby steps. Nonku had already apologized, but she had to do it again, I guess. And then Nonku says, I didn't like at the table, the dinner table. I'm talking to Sorisha and you kept interjecting. You see, when Slee was talking, Nonku shut her mouth and then apologized. But when Nonku started talking, especially when she said you interjected, and then here comes Slee. Listen, everyone was talking and I'm the only one you said shut the fuck up to. First of all, you're not the only one she said that to. She told Maria to also shut up. And it's true, she was talking to Sarisha and you kept interjecting. She wasn't talking to you. So she had every right to tell you to shut up or just bash off the conversation. And that's what she did to Maria also, because Maria was also interjecting when she's talking to Sarisha. So Slee wants an apology for that also. You know Nonku doesn't have a problem apologizing. Nonku was like, listen, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have used the F word on you. That will not happen again. And Slee's like, yes, our kids are friends, they come to your house, they come to my house, so I just want us to be good, okay? Then Nonku was like, we're gonna see each other, we're neighbors. Slee was shaded like, yes, of course. This is the problem I have with Slee. Slee always tells Nonku, this is what you did, this is what you did, this is what you did. Nonku apologizes. If I've apologized, we're supposed to move on, right? You don't need to be shady, you don't need to be catty. This is the same woman who told Nonku that she's not raising her child well. So it's the last dinner. Everyone sits down. I think who started the conversation? So they say that Nonku is the one. Nonku is like this is the saddest day in my life. Because Jojo is not here, Jojo left. So like, Nonku, come on, this cannot be the saddest day of your life. This cannot be the saddest day of your life. Everybody was like, well, a lot of things have not, then she hasn't had any bad days, because this cannot be the saddest day of your life. Annie and what's her name, Sorisha, like, come on Nonku. Slee is there making faces and reaction, and this is what I'm saying. You and Nonku patch things up and then you go do this sneaky shit. But you want Nonku to be okay with that, right? Because the whole dinner conversation, you are throwing jabs. But you want Nonku to just sit down and listen to you. Because if she did that, you'll get angry and ask for an apology. Slee, to me, you're a snake. You really are a snake. Nonku is telling Annie, listen, Jojo's just trying to tell you how she was feeling. Annie's not trying to hear it. Annie's already pissed about it. She's like, she's a liar. Nonku's like, a liar, that's a really big word. Actually, Nonku, it's not a big word. Jojo is a liar. Jojo is a liar. Slee is there. A liar is a lie. I was like, Slee, shut up. This is between Annie and Nonku. Shut up. Because right now, if Nonku tells you to shut up, you'll be pissed. Even Sorisha is not batting in yet. Sorisha was only talking when Nonku addresses Sorisha. But you're opening your mouth. Even Nonku is ignoring you. Because Nonku that dinner did not say a word to you. Because she knew if I say a word to Slee, it's going to turn around and be like, oh, I'm coming for Slee. Oh, I don't want anything to for Slee. Oh, I'm bothered by Slee being here. For me, Slee is a snake. Slee is a goddamn snake. A beautiful one. Gorgeous snake. Gorgeous. But Slee is a snake. Annie's not having it. Annie's pissed. Annie's like, come on. That woman acted like a fool. We're not friends. If we were friends, she could have come to me. We could have talked. Nonku's like, I'm going to defend Jojo till death. Like, I do not know why Nonku has this love for Jojo. I don't understand it. Maybe because she's always alone in this group, especially when they're filming. She's always alone and she always has to fight for herself. I think that's why she's fighting for Jojo that hard. Because I don't get it. I do not get why Nonku is going so hard for Jojo. Anyway, Sorisha is laughing like, I don't get it also. I don't understand how Nonku is on Jojo's side and is not angry with her. And out of nowhere, Annie's like, tell me what you told Sani. And Nonku's like, what did I tell Sani? What are you talking about? And then Sani's like, you and Jojo invited me over for lunch to talk about the incident that happened at Sorisha's events, and also we talk about Annie's husband. Okay, Nonku said, tell me what I said. Sani's like, you said first Sani said, I didn't say you, I said Jojo, and then Sani was like, you said that this is what I think you said. And then Nonku's like, you said I said something, so I want you to say what I said. And then Nonku looked at Annie and said, she is saying she thinks of what I said, not that I said anything. And Annie's like, it's the motive. I was like, when did Annie all of a sudden change what she was thinking about Sani, and now she thinks it's Nonku? And this is why I get pissed off with Annie. Sani has said that it's not Nonku who said anything about you sleeping her way to the top. But right now you're sitting across from Nonku and you want to blame Nonku. Because Annie said, I hear it's not even Sani that said I slept my way to the top, it was Jojo. And Nonku said, that's not true, that is not true. Jojo did not say that. It was Sani who said that. I didn't understand what the fuck Sani was saying. Because like, I am not explaining myself. I am not explaining. She started banging the table. I will not explain myself. You have a problem with Annie, Nonku. You talk to Annie, not me. Sorisha is there shaking her head. And I was like, Sorisha, Sani told you just a few hours ago that she's the one who actually said Annie slept away to the top. But now Annie is telling Nonku that Jojo is the one who said it, and you're not rectifying it. You're just there shaking your head. And that's why I say, Sorisha, you got no love for Nonku. You let Nonku sit there knowing damn well that she never said anything. And it's Sani this whole time. So you're making her defend Jojo, and Jojo didn't say that line. Sani is the one who said that line. But now you and Sani are good, right? And Annie, you're a damn one. Sani said that. Jojo, yes, also wanted to say it, but I don't get why you're shouting at Nonku and telling Nonku to, and acting like Nonku should be accountable. Nonku was like, I'm not having this. I'm defending Jojo. Jojo did not say that. When this one banged the table, everyone was just quiet, and they didn't say shit. They didn't say shit. We're gonna wait for next episode and see how that goes. But I don't like how Nonku is always an easy target for these ladies. Every season, Nonku is always an easy target. At this point, Nonku must be tired. Nonku must be tired mentally. Can you imagine people coming for you every single time? Like right now, I'm pretty sure that whole dinner table, Nonku is gonna have the hits, get the hits for what Sani said or what Jojo didn't say. Although I do feel like Jojo did say something about Annie and her husband, but they didn't show us. But the part they showed us was Sani is the one who said lousy PA who slept her way to the top. Anyway, I'll see you guys next week. Hope you enjoyed the review. Talk to you later. Bye bye.